Hi there, Michael and Matthew from Parallax Live here with the best of the alpha footage of The Division. The beta test that was due to take place in December of 2015 got delayed, but an alpha test did take place instead. Basically, we've compiled some of the highlights, some of the best footage that we've seen on YouTube of the alpha tests. We sadly weren't in the alpha test ourselves, but
Not important enough.
No. But we have played the game though. We played the game at an event earlier in the year, so we should be able to provide some decent context. We didn't, however, see this character creator that we're seeing now, so you can play as a bald woman.
What more incentive could anyone have?
It's sold. I'll have two, please. Okay, so it looks like there's actually quite a surprising amount of customization there. I mean, we've got men and women of all facial types and skin tones and ethnicities, so pretty much something for everyone there. So, okay.
Looks like the guy from Attack the Block.
Oh, he's the guy in Star Wars.
Yeah.
So he's going to become very, very famous very soon, actually. Okay then, so it looks like this is the very beginning of the game. So now, the part of the game that we played was a player versus player area. As far as I'm aware, that's all that they've allowed people to play so far.
They did try telling us that it wasn't necessarily player v player and you could work together, but when we were in there, it was like all against all, wasn't it? It was like teams of three, were proper going.
This is true. I mean, because we were sort of in groups. Was it groups of three?
It was groups of three, yeah.
And they had a Ubisoft guy with each group of three, and they were saying, well, you know what? In each of these, when you go into a player versus player area or a dark zone, you will find other groups of three, but you don't have to attack them. You can just walk up to them and work together and all this, but they can attack you at any time and take all your stuff at any time. And pretty much, I think I would be surprised if anyone during the sessions that day actually worked together with somebody else. Because at the end of the day, I mean, even the video footage they released after was it after E3? It was like one of those shows. Was basically some people working together, and then someone at the very end shafted all the rest of his teammates and took all the gear.
But I mean, I think we did start working as a team, then got shafted, but I think we got back in there at the end, didn't we, and got all our stuff back.
We did, yeah. So it's quite a dynamic to and fro to the game there. I noticed there was a handy discarded leaflet on the floor there that said New York Hudson Pier, so in case the game hadn't strongly enough communicated that they were in the Hudson Pier in New York, then that is indeed where they are. So, just to clarify, as we said, the dark zones are player versus player, but all the rest of the time you will be in player versus environment areas. So if you've played Destiny, it'll basically be like anywhere other than the Crucible, I guess. So, so this guy here is obviously just been dropped off in. Okay, so we're just looking through the inventory there. So here's obviously in a player versus environment thing. So there's the map. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Watch Dogs, actually, that map.
I didn't particularly love the map in Watch Dogs, to be honest.
No, neither did I. Hopefully this is a little more intuitive than it's.
I mean, having the buildings coming out can be a bit annoying when you're trying to.
You don't always want 3D on the map, to be honest. There's a reason the vast majority of maps are 2D, and that's
it's like new Assassin's Creed maps are similar to this as well, where the old ones used to be 2D.
Well, the Assassin's Creed map, I mean, all they are is massive icons. Now you can't actually see any of the environment underneath them. It looks like it's quite a weighty key on the right side of the map there. Okay, then. So, just to clarify, by the way, what I will endeavour to do is put up a commentary-free version of this video. So if you're watching this and you just wanted the game without us wittering over it, do check the channel. I probably won't put it up straight away, but I will get around to putting up a commentary-free version of the video eventually. So what I know of the plot of this game is that we're in a post-apocalyptic. What other kind of game world is a post-apocalyptic New York? So I think there was something that happened on a Black Friday which is a cliche, I know.
Yeah, very cliched.
And
so you see it was to do. There.
Yes, indeed. There's another player character there, and it's something. I think people die off because of a virus or something.
Yeah,
I believe it's something like that.
I know when we played it and you got the gear out of the chest, you can't actually use the gear until you get out of the dark zone and it gets decontaminated or something.
Right.
I seem to remember him saying.
Okay, I don't remember that part.
No, I remember him saying about the gear. Once you get it back to the PvE zone, it gets decontaminated and then it's yours.
Right. I mean, I remember that you couldn't actually, the loot wasn't yours until you basically got out of there with your arse.
I remember him saying something about contamination or something.
Okay, that would explain it then.
Yeah.
And also all of this looks very hazmat-y. So I'm just having a look what he's doing. The group management. So it looks like he might be
inviting him.
So it looks like you can invite other players to your team, as you can in pretty much any.
I mean, it does look similar to Destiny, but let's just hope it's a lot better.
Well, let's hope it's got a bit of content in it, unlike Destiny. Let's hope they don't just sell you the base game and then 20 quid for a little bit of content, and then 20 quid for another little bit more of content, and then 40 quid
for hardly any.
For a 2.0 patch. Yeah, let's hope it's not that. Now, graphically, when this game was first shown off at E3, the early screenshots looked really seriously
beautiful,
good,
didn't it?
And like pretty much every game that has ever been released, once we're actually seeing the actual gameplay, it doesn't quite. It still looks nice. It still looks nice, just not quite.
You did actually put some footage up of leaked footage, wasn't it? Of
it was. Well, what it was the original E3 footage that they showed, alongside some. It was really, to qualify, it was really early footage of the game.
Yeah, really early release stuff.
And I should emphasise again, I think I did it at the beginning, but I should re-emphasise, this is alpha footage of the game, so don't expect this to be, don't expect the final game to be necessarily, it should obviously be smoother than this, unless they pull another Assassin's Creed Unity. So, okay, so it's just gone into the Chelsea part of New York. I still think the game looks pretty nice, actually.
I do think it looks nice. It's definitely a marked improvement in that comparison we saw before.
This is running on the Xbox One, so
looks good for an Xbox One game then. Because
I know it surprised us both actually when we did play this at a gaming event earlier in the year. It was actually running on the Xbox One, so they claimed anyway.
I spoke to the guy the day after when I went down again, and he was saying that it was on Xbox Ones and stuff just because it was a way they were sponsored or something.
Yeah, they've cut a deal with Microsoft.
And he said to me, because obviously to have it all running, it was like booths are free Xbones. Teams are free, and then like a room behind it. And he told me there was a man in a room behind it, basically making sure the servers stayed stable and active.
So there's basically three people per game, and a man in a cupboard
making sure it works. Yeah,
banging it every time it looks like it was going to crash. I remember actually when we sat down, they were all really. You must not touch the control. You must not touch the controls until it's been properly reset. Otherwise, it will crash and burn, and probably explode afterwards. Virus research. Here we go. Yeah, it's definitely a quarantine. Medical research. There we go.
We were both talking about it, saying how strange it is for a massively multiplayer game like this to be running beforehand on an Xbone. Saying it would be much easier and simpler just to run it on a PC.
Yes, there was. But then again, if they had a guy in a cupboard making sure it was all working, for all we know, they may have been PCs inside the cupboard with the guy.
Much as they said,
we didn't actually see an Xbone or an Xbone development kit. We only saw
the Xbone controller.
Exactly. And lots of the demos that we played were on the PC but had Xbone controllers plugged into them. Because I think Microsoft's been trying to make sure that their controllers and bits are basically being well
used.
Yeah, well proliferated. So in Pennsylvania Place, I think that was, that come up on the screen. So JTF support. We've got a mission objective: clear the area of hostiles and protect your allies. So you can see the quest is virus research, presumably, and got to JTF, I presume, is Joint Task Force. Clear the area of hostiles. So yeah, it's your standard third-person cover shooting, questing.
Should we have a quick talk about how we found for mechanics when we were actually playing it?
That's a great idea, actually. So you can see the guy is playing it. It's a third-person cover shooter, not a million miles away from either Gears of War. I mean, Destiny was obviously first-person.
Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect. It's a bit more actiony than Mass Effect, I'd say. It's like a cross between, I suppose, in terms of how it felt, somewhere between Uncharted and Gears of War, probably closer to Gears of War, actually.
The cover shooting did feel a little bit heavy though when we played it. But obviously that was early gameplay, you know, so hopefully it has changed since then, because it was a bit clunky, wasn't it?
It felt a little bit heavy and a little bit cumbersome. I don't know what. I really would have liked to have played this alpha.
Yeah.
But obviously we haven't. But yeah, for the code we played was a little bit heavy and clunky, and I do hope that, because obviously they would have got a lot of feedback from that event, because I mean a lot of people would have played it that day, and I would like to think that they'd have been listening to what people were saying about it.
And the shooting wasn't as nice as it could have been either.
No, it was a little bit sort of fuzzy and indistinct. So you were sort of shooting in. There wasn't really much feedback of whether you were successfully hitting someone. Yeah. You know, I'd throw in a grenade and it would be kind of difficult to see where the grenade was going, and then when it exploded, and whether it hit someone when it exploded. So I'm pretty sure these are all NPCs, the guy's going up against at the moment.
Yeah.
So he's getting experience points for every kill he's making,
and they're going down a lot quicker than for other people were when we played it.
Yeah, I mean, another thing as well, actually, when we play the game, obviously the classes were preordained. They were all presets with. So I mean, I had a guy with a great big heavy machine gun,
which you didn't particularly like.
Which I didn't like at all, actually. What weapons did you have?
I had a nice sort of like semi-automatic machine gun, which was quite nice. I had these like medical grenades, so when like you or the other player were down, I could throw them. They're very awkward to throw and aim, where it'd almost be nice if I could sort of like point a gun and shoot it at you to revive you. The medical grenades were not easy to use at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. So yeah, obviously those characters are preordained, but it looks like in this, I mean, this actually had the character creator included with it, so I'm assuming that it's allowing participants of the alpha test to
pick their classes and like, edit them.
That's it, yeah, properly customise their loadouts and so forth.
It would have been nice if we could have picked what class we wanted to be.
So named enemies are rare elites with even better gear and weapons. They are the most dangerous enemies, but can also drop some of the best loot. So okay,
hopefully it's not impossible to kill like Destiny's raid bosses.
But bullet sponges, yeah. Well, I mean, I think the guy with the yellow health bar is the elite in this instance. So it'll be interesting once he starts actually shooting at him, how quickly his health goes down. That's quite a nice touch. You see, that guy was limping because he was quite heavily damaged, and he was sort of limping to cover.
Yeah.
I wonder whether that's, you know, if you shoot someone in the legs, whether they'll start to limp, or
if it's just
whether
if
you just whether the health is low. That's
if it's legs, it would be quite nice, a little effect.
So okay, looks like he's clearing out all the minions before he goes for the
Big Daddy.
Yeah, the big boss.
It looked like he was trying to jump over there
and did a combat roll instead.
Yeah,
so it's like the Uncharted 4 beta all over again, isn't it?
Yeah. You just hope that jumping over and rolling and stuff so it's a bit easier to use than it looks at the moment. You want it to be easier to jump over cover when you want to.
I think it's worth mentioning, I've seen some insane... If you're a PC gamer, I've seen some insanely good deals on this game. £17 is the lowest price I've seen for this game so far on the PC.
That is pretty neat.
Sadly, I haven't seen it. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably going to go for a console version just purely because it's... I don't think my PC would handle it very well because I've got a bit of a cronky old PC now. And also, you know, when it's a game that you're going to play in co-op a lot, the consoles do generally generally simplify the whole co-op play. So it looks like he's got a shield actually. I think I can see a white area just above his health bar.
Which does get annoying at times when shields always regenerate whenever you nearly kill them.
It would be really annoying if it was a regenerating shield. That's something. I mean, because this game isn't that science fiction-y like, say, Borderlands or Destiny. I would hope that his shield doesn't regenerate. Oh look, his health just went down really quickly then. Did he throw a grenade at him or something?
No, I think he just got a few focused shots on.
He's actually, he doesn't actually look as though he's having that much trouble with him, to be honest. Although his health is quite low now. There we go. So he didn't really look that bullet spongy.
No, which is always good.
Which is definitely good, yeah. So let's see what kind of loot he picks up. So this guy's out of ammunition, so he's presumably going to pick some up. Got some armour, some body armour there, which is just as well because he's getting shot at. So quite a lot of NPCs in this game. It looks like it doesn't... you don't get much time to breathe in between firefights by the looks of it.
No.
I want to see where this top-end loot from that boss is. I
can see that green thing there, which must be...
grenade to the face.
He needs to get out of there and quick.
He does. That was something that struck me when we were playing player versus player. I died a lot.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I know I'm not the best when it comes to these kinds of things, but I mean, I died a lot.
But we did just go at edge in the end, though. So
it does look as though. I mean, I suspect this is because this is in the player versus environment part, but it appears that survivability is actually much better. Because I mean, I haven't seen the guy die yet, actually.
He does need some ammo, though.
He really needs some ammo. Or he needs to switch. He keeps saying switch to your sidearm, and he hasn't. He also needs to... So, okay, so your health doesn't regenerate. It says tap the D-pad to use a med kit. So you have to pick up med kits to... Oh, it looks like the health bar is actually in 3 segments. So I bet they regenerate if you lose part of a segment. But...
And like I said before, the character I played at had them awkward medic grenades. So, obviously your team composition would help a lot. Then one heavy, one healer, make it a bit easier.
Yeah. Here we go. Look, I think we're about to see what happens when you die, actually. Yeah, look, he's regenerating.
Going up,
there we
go.
Oh, he just used a health hypo. By the looks of it. So yeah, that gave him an extra bar of health.
Oh, he switched to his sidearm, which has infinity ammo. If you.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. He kind of should have done that. He's obviously not been reading the tutorial messages. So,
it's nice that the pistol has unlimited ammo, though.
Yeah, so you're never caught with your trousers completely around your ankles.
Yeah.
He doesn't look as though he's having much luck at that range, though, with just the pistol, though.
No.
That guy's hopping around there. He keeps shooting him in the legs. So it does actually look quite context sensitive, actually. So he was shooting him in the legs, and the guy was reacting.
Yeah.
Not exactly like it. I think he's in range of a grenade there. I quite like that red circle that shows you the range of the grenade. Because normally you just get a grenade indicator and a really hopeless arrow
telling you where it is. Yeah.
Could mean behind you, or it could mean to the left, or. But this is actually a circle on the ground that shows you not only that there's a grenade, where the grenade is, but what the range of its explosion will be.
Which always helps.
Which is very nice, actually. So what's he got here? Submachine gun ammo.
So he's picking up ammo now.
He's really desperate for that. Oh, that looks a bit odd. Oh, what's that there? So
I mean, we do have to say this is alpha.
This is alpha, so. Yeah. So he's got like a throbbing knee. He's got a nasty pustule on his knee that's aggravated by gunfire by the looks of it.
He still hasn't picked up the green thing.
He's got an inflatable trousers. Yeah, he does keep missing a lot. I mean, maybe his backpack's full or something. I don't know why he's not just picking everything up. Because that's what I tend to do. Ooh, those textures looked a little blurry up close.
They did, didn't they?
I hope it might just be the quality of this footage, because someone who's in the alpha test obviously made this footage, and we're not in the alpha test. But when you get up close to those notices on the wall, it doesn't look as though if you held the camera over them, you'd be able to read what they said. That's something I always do in these games. I know it's a little bit anally retentive, but I do always tend to focus the camera on posters and things to see what they say. I was doing that recently with The Order and realised they had just one poster in the whole of the underground. Connecting. Here we go. So we're back in the game now. It's definitely the same character. He's back by... So what happened, it looked like the...
connection timed out or something.
Yeah, the servers fell over. This is level 2 sub level 4. Which is... So presumably the alpha test starts you a little way into the game yet, because he went through the character customization and then he's... You know, he's already doing... Unless he's missed a load of earlier...
it's a bit like the first Destiny alpha we played. It started you at level 4, did it? Or...
Yeah, the first one did, didn't it? Yeah.
The second one didn't.
Although that said, I do remember playing through the first few missions of the game about 3 times over in the end.
Yeah. Well, that's quite interesting what he's looking at now.
So this looks like some kind of flashback. So this is writers and looting, because there's like people loading, throwing stuff at each other and... CERA personnel. I didn't quite see what that said. Collectible echo unlocked. Oh, okay. Nice. So this is like Borderlands where you collect echoes, except in Borderlands it's audio only, but this it sort of shows you, I suppose, a bit like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, where it shows you
what happened when
stylized,
events happened.
Yeah, stylized representation of what's happening there. It's got the 3D Watch Dogs map up again. Pennsylvania Plaza, level 3, sub level 5. Underground entrance. I wonder what the fast travel is like in this, actually.
So I know it has the Dark Zone, but I wonder if it's got like a actual team deathmatch mode to it.
Yeah, like the Destiny,
Crucible,
Destiny's got the Crucible. Yeah, it's an interesting question, actually. I mean, because Destiny, really the only player versus player in Destiny was the Crucible, which was more, you know, team deathmatch and that kind of thing, capture the flag and so forth. But
if you look at the top left-hand corner of the map and like look above in the skyline, you can see like a little orange string which is directing them where to go.
Right. So yeah, and you can see the objective that he presumably selected on the map. So it's taking him underground by the looks of it. So the snow graphics look quite good. The footprints.
They do look quite nice, realistic.
Quite realistic, yeah. Well, I think they're all from the same boot. So yeah,
can he get underground?
He's just trying to work out how to open. No, he was just warming himself up, presumably from the steam. So he doesn't want to search. Oh, he's going to search it from the correct side of the fence.
For some reason.
Yeah, here we go. So there's his inventory. So he's only got 3 out of 33 spaces taken by the looks. So it didn't look as though there was anything in there, actually.
I saw a little padlock come up, so maybe it's locked at the moment or something.
Okay. So he's just presumably going to have a go on the slide.
A little wander.
A crack on the swings. Just a swift one. No ice cream van.
What a shame.
So, alright, he's still in Pennsylvania Plaza.
Trying to pick where he wants to go next.
So the mission is unlock the base of operations. So that's obviously going to be quite an early mission in the game if you're unlocking your base of operations. So, looks like he's just making up his mind what he wants to do.
And you can see that orange string as well, where he's running.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
it's quite a nice indicator of where to go, actually, without being too obtrusive.
Yeah, lots of games have it on the actual road. I think it's actually better having it above you because you tend to look. You don't tend to look at the road when you're running or driving in a game, whereas when it's above you, it is actually a lot more naturalistic. I think so. Yeah, that looks quite nice. It's actually properly leading you around corners as well, not just a vague. Again, like Destiny, a vague arrow that sort of points in the roughly the right direction.
And then like 5 minutes later it'll swing back the other way for no reason.
Yeah.
So this looks like where he did that fight earlier, would you say?
Pennsylvania Plaza, yeah, because it came up it come up as the name of the location. So yeah, so he's just running through now to another mission, I'd say. Yeah, I would be really interested to hear. I mean, I haven't seen any written reports online yet from people that have actually played this code. We haven't played this code. We played the early code, and as we said, it felt a little bit heavy. I'd really like to know what people thought to the controls, whether the gunplay feels a bit more satisfying, and whether the controls have loosened up a little and.
He looks like he's struggling where
yeah, I was just complimenting the. Here we go. So, okay, he's gone into the base of operations, and so this is presumably. Oh, and I've seen the bottom left-hand side. It says skills not assigned, so he's obviously unlocked a skill point. But and a load of vendors were discovered there as well, so it's going to play a cutscene now. So this is going to be, "Hi, this is our base. Why don't you be in charge?" So yeah, so this is presumably where you can buy gear and weapons and so forth, and customise equipment. And look around with a sense of wonder. Lots of green. Green is the fashion in the future.
Greenpeace will be jumping up and down in joy.
The medical wing. Okay, so presumably you can heal up there and get some med kits. We need him to set up a functional security wing, and it'll do a hell of a lot from something that I noticed a little bit earlier on in this playthrough. I think I'd like a few more people walking around.
Yeah, it looks a bit empty, doesn't it?
Because there's a few street events going on. I thought there were like 3 people sort of pushing each other around and all. I thought that would look better if there were more people around, not just deserted and then there's 3 people basically playing out a scene in front of you, and then so the crafting station isn't available in the alpha. So we now know there's going to be crafting, and we know there's going to be a weapons gear vendor. Here we go. So we've got AK-47. All the usual guns, actually.
Yeah, M4.
MP5A4, M4, as you say. Armour. Gloves. Don't want to get cold fingers when you're in a post-apocalyptic future. Utility vest. Oh, can you buy a green hard hat? Okay, well, I wouldn't want to be the only one without a green hard hat and goggles. Mods vendor, okay, so extend it. So you can mod your weapons, put a sight on there, suppressor, ACOG scope, so you've got a bit of a zoom on there. Okay. So lots of blokes just sort of standing around. I'm going to guard this corner.
I mean, if this is like the base of operations, like you could say, the tower in Destiny, I had to think then. The tower in Destiny, it doesn't look that nice. I mean, I know it's post-apocalyptic, but yeah, it could still look a little bit more inviting and homely.
Homely? 99% of the human population has been decimated by virus, but they've managed to cobble together a homely base of operations. As those are blokes just sort of standing around. I mean, like, this is my vending machine. Anyone can use it, but I like to stand beside it and guard it anyway. There's no real restrictions on whether anyone can come over here, but it's something to do. If we had a homelier base of operations, I'd be stretched out on a sofa somewhere. So there's lots of computers here. You seem you have to do the establishing the base mission before it'll let you, and that's not available in the alpha.
I mean, I've got to be honest, that all the green is a bit annoying, really. Everyone wearing like green hard hats.
It is confusing. I mean, yellow is the more traditional cover. I mean, the medical wings are normally red to signify
death, blood.
Another man guarding something that doesn't need guarding. Yep, you can come through. Anyone can come through. But my job is to stand here.
I mean, I don't want to go outside where I could get killed, so I'm pretending this corner is very important.
Yeah, sure. We're part of the green team. We're all standing around and having a very important conversation. You know what, Mac? I think we should have a homelier base of operations. Well, I don't know, Cletus. I mean, that would require, like, home furnishings and stuff. Okay, I'm going to guess that this could be, here we go, offline. Not available in alpha.
So basically, for homely base, it's like not much of it's usable in the alpha.
So I'm presuming you'll be able to build up your base in your own, little bit. But I wonder what that's going to be like in co-op, though. Will you be able to share a base? Do you have to go in somebody else's game?
Well, unless this is like the tower, so this is like everyone's base.
Yeah, but it looks like there's a lot of customization. All those computers, it looks like you can get into the computer for the medical wing, the technical, and I'd assume that there's some sort of customization there.
Crashed drones.
So maybe you will be able to lay down the odd rug here and there, and maybe specify the corners and vending machines that the green vest men guard.
I mean, a water cooler, some heaters, just wouldn't go
Heater would be nice. Yeah, they all look freezing cold, I must say. But I wonder whether, so if you customise your base, does that mean that when you play co-op, either somebody's got to go into your game or you've got to go into their game? And then if you do that, does that mean you'll only be earning progress for one person? Whereas, rather than both of you being, leveling up at the same time, that's an interesting.
I presume both of you would level up, but maybe your base wouldn't look any different until you go back into your game.
Yeah, possibly.
Or you share a game world, maybe. I still think there might not be that much customization within the base, apart from like spending skill points to upgrade your medical wing or weapon research ring or something like that, which could easily be done if you're in someone else's game. It would just show your skill points when you go in the menu.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Actually, that could be. So
like
you would
research points or something. So like weapon development or like medical help.
So you would have to go into the other person's base, but then
it would look just like yours, though. You wouldn't be able to tell. It's a bit like playing Borderlands.
Well, yeah, but there's no real base customization on board.
Well, I don't think there's any. I don't think there will be base customization, but you put points into research development centres or something, maybe. Just a thought.
So we've got some one-eyed. Is that a bloke or a woman?
Don't know.
Can't really tell.
After the customisation when we saw the bold woman earlier.
Yeah, I think it's a bloke.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some one-eyed bloke, a one-eyed androgynous bloke.
That's when like poke the other eye out now.
Poke him in the other eye. Yeah, mate. How'd you like that? What are you gonna do?
Just like poke.
Well, at least you got one good eye. Oh, sorry about that. So looks like he's gonna
buy a new gun.
Anyway, we've been.
If you look on skill power and stuff, so maybe like put power into it or something.
So he's got health, stamina, damage per second. Oh, right, so the guns obviously affect your damage per second. So the health... So, yeah, we saw him picking up XP from the kill. So that's presumably you're going to deal more damage and be able to have more health when you're a higher level. But then again, I wonder what they're going to do about co-op. Because, Destiny, you can be different levels and it just scales. Whereas Borderlands, it doesn't scale anywhere near as well. If one of you is a much higher level than the other, then the person of the lower level tends to get a bit shafted.
Yeah, as you found out.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, we've been wittering on now for about 34 minutes, so we should probably shut up and let you enjoy the rest of the compilation of alpha test footage that we've stitched together for you from YouTube. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you've enjoyed this video. Thanks ever so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the video.
Listen up. I spent 6 years in medical school. I don't give a shit what you saw on TV while you were jerking off to soap operas in your mom's basement, but setting a you want your buddy fixed, you get your gun out of my face.
Is that a threat, bitch?
I'm just telling you the truth. I spent 6 years.
Let's get back.
But it's for my family. Got a favor to ask. No? Fine. Screw you.
We've got a lot of hostiles inside, Agent. They're holding Dr. Candle and her staff. We need those personnel back at the base so we can get the medical wing functional.
We'll hold here to cover your back. Then we'll escort the medical personnel when you retreat. Get the little creep! Since when are you my fucking boss? You check it out. Come along. I can't move here. Throw him out. Should be easy to finish this.
If you patch me into the security system, I might be able to find Candle's location. Patched in. Let's see what I can find. Can you see the CCTV feed? Looks like Candle and her staff are being forced to treat their wounded. That's the only reason they're still alive. It looks like they've got people upstairs, in a restaurant. There's a lot of these guys, but if you use cover, you should be able to pick them off without making yourself a target.
Take that asshole down! Don't let it go! No shot of it! No hang back! Say your prayers.
There's a lot of these guys, but if you use cover, you should be able to pick them off without making yourself a target.
Where the hell? Where the hell? Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. Say your prayers. Take it slow. Have a taste of this. Hold on, get him. You lost? Shit. Whoa. It's gonna fucking hurt. Down. Open wide. Kill him. Come on. This was tricky. Blast him out of cover. Be sorry, dude. Do what you need to do. What a sucker.
Additional hostiles detected.
Stop! Stop! Finish this time, asshole! Wide open! Aim for the gun! Sucker! Somebody shoot this idiot! Pull him out! Half time, asshole! And take that stuff!
Additional hostiles detected.
Finish this! Have a taste of this! Stop hiding! You're gonna be sorry. Careful, guys!
Warning. Additional hostiles detected.
Like 'em? Gotta draw 'em out! Finish 'em off! Half time, asshole! Come on! He's running off! I'll get it, man! He's hiding right there! Not another step! Finish him! Put it in their ass!
Candle and her staff are still upstairs, stashed in the kitchen at Kobe's. Word is that they've really trashed the place. It would have broken my dad's heart to see it go to hell like this. We used to watch games there together. I think it's better my folks didn't live to see any of this. But then I think about all the people doing their best to keep going. That's who we do this for, Agent. Go get him. To get to Kobe's, you'll have to pass by some contaminated areas. There used to be plenty of sick people being treated there before they got shot. So be careful.
That was easy. This city's gone to hell.
Fine by me. This city sucked before this thing, too.
Let's see how fast you can get out of here. That was easy. This city's gone to hell.
We gotta rise to the occasion is all. Oh my god!
shot or two should do it. Stop hiding! He's dead. Gotta get through this.
The escort party's taking heavy fire from the roof. They can't move until you get up there and take down that gunner. I'm patching the JTF feed through. The escort detail can't move.
We're pinned down! There's no way we'll you'll make it across alive unless someone can get up there and take out the big guns.
All yours, Agent. Agent, I'm sending a chopper to get eyes on the scene. But if they turn their guns on him, he'll have to bug out.
God damn it! We can't move until those guns are gone.
Alpha Escort, we have an agent on the roof. Has Kendall made it to your position?
Affirmative. She and her staff just arrived. As soon as the hostiles on the roof are gone, we'll get her across safely.
Additional hostiles incoming. Additional hostiles incoming. hostiles incoming. Additional hostiles incoming.